Hey everybody, this is Tom Noble. Thank you for checking us out. This is week number 4 of the Southern Scribbles journey through owning a Glowforge. If you have not done so yet, please like and subscribe. That helps us out a ton. And also hit that little notification button down at the bottom so you can be notified every time we upload new content. Last week, we talked about a project that did not go so well. It was embarrassing. I was frustrated. Things were said. Moments were had. It was really frustrating. That being said, this week we have moved on to a slightly different project. It is one that I've simply done for myself. I'm not doing it for a customer. I'm not doing it to sell. I never want to sell it. This is just something that we found on the premium page for the Glowforge catalog that was free and easy to do, and I wanted to talk through it because so many times we get through this mode of we have to make stuff for other people. We have to keep doing things for our customers. We have to keep making things that we can sell to make our money back, but sometimes it's good to just make something for ourselves. When I was younger, I had a bunch of baseball cards, and probably more than I should have ever had, thousands of cards. And I don't know why my parents bought them all for me. Maybe I bought some of them. I probably bought a lot of them myself, but I was really into it for a time, and over time I lost touch with them, but my parents kept them. And so at some point recently, my parents just said, "Hey, Tom, take back all of your cards. I do not want them at our house anymore. They're yours." So now I have just these thousands of baseball cards sitting in my house, and I don't know what to do with it. Well, we were searching through the premium Glowforge catalog, and something popped out to us, something that I just thought was super cool and something that we had to do, and it was a little baseball card holder. Now, for those of you that don't know, I am a huge Chicago fan. I love Chicago sports. I love the Chicago Cubs. I love the Chicago Bears. I love the Blackhawks. Although, now that I live in Nashville, I really do also like the Predators. But I am just a Chicago sports fan in general. I love it, right? I was born that way. I'll always be that way. And so what I wanted to do is I wanted to take a moment and make this little baseball card holder and put my Chicago sports cards in there. Just something that I could have to look at because I think it's really cool. So what we did is we went to this Glowforge catalog and we found this little design and we pulled it up, and within minutes we were printing it on some of the Glowforge proof grade basswood that was finished, right? So nice, reasonably priced wood and something that's really easy to do, and we cut it in minutes. And then, as you can see here, I am pulling off all the masking because proof grade comes pre-masked, which is beautiful. If you saw my last week's video, you know how frustrating masking was for me last week. But this week, the masking is on nice and smooth, and it was actually rather satisfying to pull off the masking. And then, as you can see here, I'm putting this thing together, right? I mess up a couple times, but it's really pretty easy to go together. What I really do want to point out, though, is that there are actually these little holes that are inside of the slots, and that's how this all fits together. The cool thing about this is while it is really simple, it actually demonstrates some principles that are really beneficial to have as you're starting to build more and do more complicated things, so that you can actually put pieces together. And while I did not glue these together, you absolutely could. I felt like I didn't need to. It was a tight enough fit. Maybe someday it'll loosen up a little bit and I'll have to glue it together. But for today, it's just sitting here. But if you notice, there's some slots and it's cut in, and it just kind of works through this idea of how these pieces fit together. And so what you can do from here is you can actually take this exact same concept and move it over into a a more complicated design that allows you to be more creative, do more complicated things like a lampshade, or maybe like a Christmas tree that you put over some lights so it lights up and you set it on the table, or something fun, right? Just something really cool. And I think this is important, but as you can see here, this is just a little project. It's just a little project, but it represents a lot, and it allows me to share these baseball cards that I've had for a long time with my kids, and I hope that they can enjoy them as much as I do. Thank you for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this as much as I did. Again, if you have not liked and subscribed, please do so, and thank you very much. I look forward to seeing you again next week.